up? What up? Welcome back. This is Ryan, the Lift League podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Man, what a crazy week. What a crazy 2 weeks. Hell of a sprint. Man, don't forget to check in with your family and stuff after those sprints. They're wondering where you've been, what you've been up to, what that smell is coming from the room. Because, man, I've been living in front of this fucking laptop, dude. Actually, you know what? No, I took a little break. Why? Because my fucking dog got bit by a copperhead. Sucks, man. Scared the shit out of me. Just open the back door to let him out to pee. Like, same thing we do multiple times a day, every day, in the dark, whatever. Just walks out the back door, hops off the side of the deck, takes a leak, comes back in. As soon as that first paw hit the ground, he just recoiled in pain and did like a 3-legged gallop in a circle, came right back up to the door and just sat down, started shaking, holding his paw. And I was like, oh shit, I know exactly what that is. And I mean, for a second, like I went over to the edge because I was like, I want to confirm that it was a snake because I'm going to have to tell the vet what's going on. And I went over there. I couldn't see anything on the ground. And, I listened. I'd see if I could hear something moving underneath the deck and nothing. I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to fucking wait around for this. So ran over, scooped up the dog, threw him in the back of the car and just stomped on. Man, I was passing people in oncoming traffic, blowing stop signs. Man, I have a lot of flashbacks. My nephew got bit by a copperhead on the other side of our house in our yard, I mean, they're just everywhere. I found a nest last year, and the whole time I'm like blasting through neighborhoods trying to get this dog to the same vet where, I made this trip once before for my cat, and my cat died en route. And it's crazy, man. When I hit that same stretch of road where it's just a straightaway, where like I remembered last time, as soon as I rounded that corner and my cat was starting to seize up, it was just pedal down. Like that poor fucking car was just like, I'm not built for this. I'm not built for this. And same stretch. When I got there with the dog, I was just like, let's fucking go. And man, the poor dog, he didn't know what was going on. Severe pain. They had to give him methadone. They shaved part of him and put a fentanyl patch on him. I mean, this dog is going to be full-on crackhead by the time he's done with this. But he's home. We're now on day 3. Tomorrow he gets the patch off, and we go back in. He's doing better, but he will not leave my side. Like his whole leg got so swollen, terrible. His paws are purple. Fortunately, it's bruising. It's not any necrosis. He should make a full recovery, but that poor guy, he is glued to me right now. He just, whew, yeah, really. What a couple of weeks. What we've been doing on the app. Training circles are in. That shit was that was a real challenge. It really was, because I don't know what I was doing last time in the previous build, because I did get training circles functioning. I could test it on multiple devices, multiple accounts, and you could see each other and access, see each other's feeds and all that stuff. But it was really simple. And all the rules that I'd been writing in Firestore, they were like, that I had written for Firestore, they were really like, it's kind of weird. They all followed the same really generic format. And I had to write them myself, the Firestore rules, where now I do it all locally and use the Firestore functions deploy and rules. And it's kind of awesome because now I can just, I don't know, for some reason, it's so much easier to work on the rules locally in Android Studio rather than having to go into the editor within Firestore, because it's just kind of, I don't know, it just seems, it never really felt like that's where you were supposed to be doing it, but I didn't know any other way, But this time, doing it locally, and I'm able to have my agent like look over things, and it's been it's definitely way better. It's funny just looking at the structure of the rules. It's so much different. You can just tell it's so much more solid. So training circles are in. The feeds are in, which are actually really sweet. I didn't think it was going to be. I don't know. I like it. So now when you follow, well, let me explain a little about how training circles work. I think I am pretty anti social media, and I think it creates a lot of really bad habits for people and whatnot, and body dysmorphia and all that stuff. But there are accounts or people or certain elements of things of social media that can be really motivational and can be in a healthy way. And I want to be able to have those helpful, healthy aspects of social media without the unhealthy aspects. And so what I decided I would do was create training circles. And what that is, it's kind of like followers, except it's capped. There's no follower count. Like you don't know how many people are actually following you. Um, there's no popularity mechanics. There's no reciprocal, like, oh, this person followed me. Now I should follow them. None of that bullshit. And there's no messaging, right? You're not DMing motherfuckers. Like that's just gone. There's no messaging. And so basically what you get to do, and what I mean by capped is you can only have 10 people in your training circle. And there's only two ways right now that you can even find other people. One is the leaderboards, because I want to push people towards the leaderboards because that's a big part of it. Scoring, competition, motivation, gamification, that's all good stuff. And so part of the benefit of going to the leaderboards, checking on your stats and stuff, is that you see the other people that are near you on the leaderboard and you can check out their profile and be like, damn, this person is consistent as shit. Like, and they're around my ability. So like, I want to add them to my training circle because this motivates me. And so when you add them to your training circle, you're going to get in your training circle feed updates from their progress. So when they finish a workout, right? When they get a new badge, right? When they do a check-in, it's like when they stay on top of their shit, you're going to get notified and be like, damn, this person, the people in my training circle are staying with it. I want to stay with it too. All about motivation. And I really hope that I'm doing it in a healthy way. And there's not anything that I'm unforeseen, unhealthy aspect to this. So you do get a benefit from likes. But when you know how many followers you have and you know who's liking your stuff, that's where I think things start getting toxic. So if you don't know who follows you, or if anybody's even following you, but there's people liking that you're making progress, then that's like a bonus. It's anonymous, It's just like somebody's giving you props, and it's not going to be called likes. It's going to be like props or something. It's not going to be a little heart, They're just going to be, it's like thumbs up or nothing, or like the little muscle arm, something like that. I don't know yet, but there will be something like that. But I don't, I had it kind of basic structure before, but it was overly complicated. So I'm still kind of mulling it over how I can simplify it and keep it healthy. Um, I got what I had going before for whenever you loaded images, like your check-in photos or even your profile image. It was really shitty and unresponsive and glitchy. So I did get a new package in there, new dependency, it's really smooth now. So that's easy. It's good. That's locked up. And then YouTube links. So before I had, when it was just the stock blocks, over the years, I had found what I felt were the best, most informative and quick to the info YouTube videos for each lift that was in the 12 blocks. And that's about 100 lifts. Now, they weren't all the same person. And few of them were me. I didn't see why reinvent the wheel. It's like all these things take up resources, I mean, I'm already draining ponds and who knows what using the AI, but I didn't want to just keep posting new stuff or the same stuff over again. But having those links embedded in the app, that's it's a little sketchy. So, and also I didn't want to have to do it because now the library has like 400 some lifts in it that you can choose from. And the hell if I was going to go find all those. So what's going to happen now is the lift, each lift name is still, uh, it's a link to YouTube, the stock blocks and custom blocks, whatever lifts you choose to put in there. It's going to be a link that opens up YouTube automatically, and it'll copy the name of the lift into your clipboard. So all you got to do is select the search bar and hit paste, and then it'll look up that lift, and you can choose which reference you want to go with. I really, other than sitting down and recording 400, yeah, I'm not gonna, no, that's not why I'm building this. I'm not, that would take forever. If I did one a day, I mean, it's over a year. So, that's the best I could come up with, right? Opens YouTube, copies in the clipboard, you paste, you search. There you go. So that's all the stuff I got done, this last week and saved the dog. So pretty solid week. What else do I got to do? Notifications. Yeah, I got to get notifications, but they're going to be pretty minimal. And then I want to get, I got to get a little, the haptic feedback for the rest timer. And I actually want to get audio. That really help me because a lot of times I would set down my phone in the gym and kind of, meander around a little bit. If I didn't have an audio tone, I wouldn't know when the haptic thing went off, Even if it's in my pocket, half the time I wouldn't feel it. With the headphones in, it gives a little something in the headphones and goes right back to whatever you're listening to. That was pretty helpful. So got to get that back in there. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of little, beauty passes, and the look of the app is way better. It's really nice. So yeah, still got stuff to do, but we're getting real close to doing close testing here. So stay tuned. And of course, you want to get in on it, just shoot me an email, Ryan@theliftleague.com. All right, till next time. Peace.